Awards, and we end with the Caption Head and Directors Awards. The student superlatives are voted on by the students. These awards are created, and basically the students vote on their peers, and I take the winner from that, give them a certificate. So just so you guys know, students, this slideshow is just going to autoplay. It's 10 seconds per slide. So when you see your name, run. Move fast. Okay? All right. Oh, sorry, hold on. We just jumped to the end there. There we go. Blank. Take to the front. Our first award is the Bulldog Pride Award. This is for the student that best exemplifies the traditions of BMP and is always thinking about the future of the marching band. This year's award goes to Next award is for Musician of the Year, someone who is consistently exhibiting the highest levels of musicianship on the field, both in practice and performance. Goes for Marcher of the Year, like Musician of the Year, except the visual caption, so someone who is always on the top of their game in practice and in performance. Being the best example Performer of the Year, someone who is always performing, even if it's just like the 20th rep of the same set. They're always performing like it's the end of the year show. Most outstanding freshman or eighth grader. Qualities of leadership, musician, and positive attitude throughout the season. This year goes to Audrey Bulldog. Next award is for Outstanding Sophomore. Again, for someone who is exemplifying qualities of leadership, musicianship, and attitude at all times during practice and during performance. This year's goes to For Most Outstanding Junior. Again, outstanding qualities of leadership, musicianship at all times. And now for the Senior Outstanding Award. Frankie For the Bmp Mastery Award, this is for someone who has shown exceptional growth throughout this entire season, from the beginning to the end of the season. Future BMP Staff Award, someone who is a leader both on and off the field and might be on our staff in a couple of years. We'll see. Kelsey Hoffman. Future drum corps star, someone who might make a sort of summer career out of this in the next couple of years. Outside of school, goes to Kira. Bulldog ambassador, for someone who is consistently welcoming, friendly, both on and off the field, and may have made a friend in another band at a competition as well. Oh, the audio's coming over there. It's kind of lost it. It was a really cool version of Crazy Train, too. This is what's happening in here. It's kind of weird. We have a number of other awards presented by myself and Mr. Van Clay, as well as the many staff members you see over here. First, we have to acknowledge the fact that we wouldn't be a marching band without amazing leaders. And so we'll honor all of our leaders a little bit later, but if you're a leader in our marching band, could you stand up right now and get the warm round of applause? We really stepped up this year. They're amazing group of juniors and seniors. But there are a couple people that kind of are at the head of our group. They do all of our award assemblies, they conduct the band, they're really kind of in charge from a student leadership perspective. And we wanted to take a moment to honor all of them and give them the recognition that they need. So this year, we have like 2 3/4 drum majors, but like we decided to honor not only Kelsey and Rebecca, but Katie, who was really helpful from a student leadership perspective and conductor. So if they could all come up here, so we can honor Katie and Rebecca. So each of our staff members takes a little bit of time to prepare an award for a student that has been exemplary in their caption later this year. So I'm going to invite them up to say a few words and then honor those students. So first of all, Zeke.
So hi. What can I say? First off, this senior class would be the class I actually started with when I first came here. And they were freshmen. So yeah, this is kind of very special for me. Especially with this person I have chosen for the visual caption award. I remember this person, they're in the baritone section. When they first joined into band, I saw them holding their baritone. Couldn't hold it for the life. It was basically just like swapping down for it, and they were just basically holding back for dear life, trying to hold the baritone out. And basically just over the course of the years, like this person has definitely became absolutely one of our best marchers and best performers, and that person is Hannah Bibber.
I've told this next person that he has to keep it to 20 minutes or less. Mr. Wiles for the color.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all 9 of our members in the color guard. With 10, 9 was better. Yeah, these girls, every challenge that we put forth to them, they accepted and they ran with and they excelled with. We really won Best Guard, I think, 3 times. So I'm just going to leave that there. We do everything. We can't not play our instrument because you really see us. So they can't leak out, as we say. This award, I want to congratulate one of our leaders, and she just did an outstanding job. When I first came here, I don't know what she sounded like. She barely talked. She barely looked me in the eye. And she has blossomed into a beautiful young lady who is quite a leader and really stepped up. And I think she embraced the role that she played. Frankie Giuliani.
I'm not the only crier. Yes. Okay. Brian Jameson couldn't be here with us tonight. He was feeling a little bit ill, so instead of Brian being here, Jasmine's here to present the
Hi, I'm Brian. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Jasmine. I've been working with the front ensemble, and I'm proud of all of you guys for the work that you guys have put in this year. The person we chose for the front ensemble, Caption, has switched instruments completely and did a wonderful job surprising us all by how quickly they picked it up, and that is Brody Siebold.
Next up for drumline Caption, we have VHS alumnus and person dressed to the nines, Sam Shepard.
I have worn this tie to so many banquets over the past 10 years or something like that. It's actually kind of incredible that it hasn't fallen apart yet. But yes, former Bulldog. I was here for 4 years, and I was one of the drumline section leaders towards the end of my time here as well. My choice for my director's Caption Award tonight is someone that I didn't particularly know. I knew a couple of people coming in this year. I was sort of fresh. I kind of came in to cover for somebody else and ended up being here the whole season, so that was exciting for me. But turned into, or it went from being, oh, I'll be able to be here for maybe 2 or 3 days during the summer to, okay, I'm going to be here every day. Great, that's awesome. And I enjoyed every minute of it. It's great to be back. I love this program, and obviously I'm back here for a reason. The person that I have chosen for my Drumline Caption Award tonight is, like I said, someone that I didn't particularly know very well when I came into this program. Again, there were a couple of semi-familiar faces that I knew, and that had been at least on my radar for a couple of years, but this person was not someone that I knew anything about, and they did not particularly go out of their way to let me know who they were. They were very quiet. I didn't particularly have many interactions with them, but they have grown an incredible amount over the season. Definitely somebody that is just that quiet, put their head down, sort of get the job done, work hard, play hard, throwing a football around or something like that. When they're not helping somebody else do something, working on electronic equipment or something like that, or practicing. My Drumline Caption Award this year goes to Leo Beck.
For the win, Caption, to Into My Yang, Mr. Binkley. That was adorable.
I didn't hear what you said, I'm sorry. I wasn't listening to the dude story. By the way, Ben Kalanga, where are you? Please stand.
Before I get my Win Caption Award, I'm going to just kind of share some things that I've been thinking about over the last couple of weeks. Seniors, obviously, like this last 2 years has been weird, right? And I know that every once in a while you might think to yourself, I kind of feel like I got cheated out of this. Like high school wasn't what it was supposed to be. And I'll be honest with you, like every once in a while, I try to tamp those feelings down and not think about that kind of stuff too much. And then senior night came around, and all the seniors were getting up during our little powwow beforehand and talking about their things. And on more than one occasion, I leaned over to Mr. Owen and went, God, I forgot they were a senior. Because we just didn't see them a lot last year. I was kind of bummed. I feel like I got cheated out of time with you. I was kind of bummed about that. All right, so that being said, I don't want to end on a downer note. This has been
an amazing season with you. I've really, really enjoyed working with you. I've enjoyed doing this music with you. You guys have stepped it up, and every time I watch you perform, I see something new that I haven't seen before, which blows me away that you could do that and step up that quickly. So kudos to all of our seniors this year. I'm also going to invoke executive privilege here in that I'm a brass player and I'm supposed to give one Wind Caption Award, but really, because I'm now kind of head of Wind Caption in like brass and woodwinds, I'm going to give a brass one and a woodwind one, because I can. So there we go. So I'll put on my missus hat at some point and give a woodwind one as well, all right? I'll start with the brass one because, you know, brass. Okay? My first Wind Caption Award, quite honestly, is for a student who, for 4 entire years, has been a lifeline in the brass section, just absolutely a lifeline. And as the 4 years have progressed, I've noticed that section getting more and more and more and more powerful. And the thing that really kind of hit me this year is I'm like, man, that's a legacy to leave. What a great legacy. And I'm like, we're going to be feeling the effects of this person's leadership for another decade. So, Ryan Howard, I want you to know. Ryan, how many tubas were in that section in your freshman year? Yeah, 3. Yeah. And this year there's 5 and they're all just playing real loud. And even with all of that loud tuba sound and all the loud low brass sound and trumpet sound, you can feel a mellow, like just ear-bleeding mellophone sound, I still could hear this wonderful clarinet sound all the time. Just amazing, amazing musicianship coming from Natalie Hayden.
I was over there thinking about amazing seniors and all these amazing students and what they do, and knowing that I had to get up here and speak, I was thinking of negative thoughts. So I've been trying to hold and repress the tears. It's not going to happen. I did write everything down because if I write everything down, I hold it together a little bit better. Each year we hand out awards that showcase the many efforts and talents of our students. Every one of our students is an amazing performer. I think we learned that throughout the entire year. So to give out some awards is fun and good because there are amazing people that do amazing things. But one or two students get to have some recognition. So this year was no different, coming out of our very strange year that no student or staff or adult really would know how to do this again. It's funny, I had to think about how to banquet. I had to think about how to senior night. I had to think about how to do a community performance. And usually that just rolls off the tongue. We stress the importance of not knowing what to do to our leaders who went out and did an amazing job and made sure their sections were all taken care of, played musically, were on time, and all the things that section leaders do. This one student wasn't always a leader, but if you ask the students, and I think they all would say the same thing, this one student would say that there's no one more caring about band, here we go, and the students in band that tries no matter how hard they feel, that works so incredibly hard to improve themselves and others. Why am I like this? That always does what's asked of them with an amazing attitude. And that more exemplifies being a marching bulldog. There's so many deserving students. Or this year, one rose to the top for me. Plus, add dramatic effect. One that wasn't a leader on, but worse to be the leader through. Mateo, here you are. congratulations, Mateo. I don't think that there's anyone more deserving. So good, congratulations. I like to kind of wrap up a little bit before we do some other fun things this evening and say thank you to so many wonderful parents and students by talking a little bit, rounding everything up. So if you thought the tears were going to stop, you're hilarious. We all knew, when I say we, I mean the people sitting to my right, these amazing adults that helped teach us this year. We knew that this would be a challenge. And it wasn't because we had bad students or bad parents, or we just knew that coming out of last year would be a challenge. It would be a very strange year. We weren't really able to recruit like we wanted to, and we had to find a show that would work the right way. And some really weird things happened that it's important to acknowledge. We had to tell the drum line that there wouldn't be a drum line. Yeah. Remember that? How crazy. And then turned out to be like the coolest thing ever in a really strange way. Remember the time where we didn't have school buses? That was weird. Then we got school buses. Thank you to the many people that helped with that. We were going to make these props out of gigantic conduit metal, which you don't see very often, but Mr. Meadows knew a lot about. And then it was going to be really expensive. We were going to do a spirit show. And then we had all this other kind of crazy, wild ideas. Crazy, get it? So we took the strangeness that we thought about at the beginning of the year, and we tried to think about what we could do to reinvent ourselves. And we added some positions for leadership, like social coordinators and head section leaders that did amazing things. Can we acknowledge that Sophie Johnson and Hannah Burma? This is my 10th year. I was counting as I added my dog tag to my chain today. I have 10. I got more than a lot of you. It's my 10th year helping to run the marching band. And I tried to think. I was looking through the show titles and like kind of walking up and down the hallway today. And I couldn't remember. I can't still to this day remember a single note from any of the shows. I don't remember any drill formations. These guys do. They all remind me all the time. Okay, but I don't remember any of those things. I had to think about Unbalanced. I had to think about Connect, and I had to think about, oh my God, the one where we had a giant ear. I had to remember and think about all those things. I don't remember that stuff at all. I don't remember any placements. I barely remember the props. I barely remember crazy practice places. Here's the crazy list of his places we've practiced. Moose Heart, Grace McWayne, Alice Gustafson, Angstrom Park, Batavia Covenant Church, many baseball fields, Civic Memorial High School, and more. Here's what I do remember. I remember students. I remember the stupid things they sometimes do. The things that are like, huh, that was interesting, funny, but interesting. Here's Suzette Wells, Brian Howard. I'm not stupid, Ryan. It's interesting. I remember students doing jumping jacks before reps. I remember laughing on dancing on Woodwood buses home from competitions like Naperville this year. I remember lots of girl pop music. I remember performing Soaked to the Bone at the University of Illinois. I remember watching students, when we pulled into Civic Memorial High School, cheering for Batavia Marching Band as we were going there just to rehearse and sleep on a gym floor. I remember thinking the clarinets could beat Mr. Van Clay and I in bean bags. I know. I remember eating ribs with parents in parking lots, and I remember many, many long hours, chilled to the bone rehearsal or sweating through my clothes. Most of all, I just remember all the kids. And then when I think about it, marching band is so much more than a note on the field or a third place trophy or a grand championship. It's all those people that are sitting to your left and right now. Take a second and look at it. There are a few activities that we get a chance to participate in. And as I'm becoming an older parent, I'm learning that those go by quick. That we get to participate in things with our friends. We get to find new common ground with the people that are to our left and our right. I've stressed this from the very beginning, and I tell the students after every competition, trophies are nice, but no one can take away these memories and feelings from this year and all the years in the past. This has hands down been my favorite show. I looked at them all today. Not because of all the awards or anything, but really because of you all students, because of the people that we got to do this with. You've been the most positive band I've ever had a chance to be a part of. There hasn't been those, like there's always a thing. You guys know band kids, you know what I mean. There's always a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're like, oh my God, that person is this. That doesn't happen here. Or at least not this year. I am so proud of you. You took a chance on all of us here. You took a chance on the show and said, I kind of want to do this again. When it could have been real easy to just say, I wanted to stay at home. You did that and you did it together with everyone around you. I couldn't be any more proud of all the things that you did. Thank you to all of you who worked so many long hours to put this amazing experience together. We are incredibly proud of you. Congratulations.